Hey team, so we're today looking at the stomp. Now the stomp is really straightforward, and this is going to throw you off a little bit because it's not a traditional 4-count move. Okay, the stomp is anything but. It's literally a stomp. So this normally falls into a cross-phrase exercise because it doesn't hit the equal, even numbers that we generally use in most step breakdowns, particularly when it's a basic. So what you'll find is it'll be added on just to add up the numbers, or if you have a slightly shorter transition between the exercises in your routine. So what you'll find from a stomp, unlike that of the basic, the curls, the repeaters, is it's very sort of sudden. It's sort of very much a stop-go exercise. So the stomp is just on and exit. Stomp and exit. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you're going across the phrase. We're not using the full 4 count. We're using a 3 count, so it's an odd number. So that's where you'll find, I'll go straight into it with you now, the double stomp or the triple stomp. Now the double stomp is more, obviously, than the single stomp because it's 1, 2, and exit. Okay? 1, 2, and exit. So that's when we bring in 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Now, whilst it seems like a 4-count move, to do a double stomp, it's not actually that, because you need to acknowledge the double stomp, and then another leg needs to move before you get to the extra or the additional exercise. So in effect, it's still an odd number. So it will mess up your sequence if you're just relying on a stomp with no real context around it. So remember, single stomp, very easy. Not to be confused, sometimes you'll have a stomp off the side that's similar to that of a side mambo. The difference is, it's not as flamboyant or flary, it doesn't have the full 4-count coverage. So stomp, single, stops dead, easy. Double stomp, stops dead. Moving on to the next move, the triple. Stomp, stomp, stomp. So it's almost like marching, but you're very much putting the pressure and the focus on a single side. So it is the stomp, stomp, stomp. And again, the stomps are very good. So those who are instructors who may be watching this, very good helping to transition between the routines or add a filler to the routine if you find that you need something a little different to add that dynamic. But in terms of beginners and basics, if the instructor ever says stomp, I always say just imagine that you're just stepping on, sorry nature lovers, a bug or stomping on something on the floor. It's just very sort of quick, short and sharp. Single stomp, double stomp, and then the triple stomp. You can use as many stomps as you want in a routine as long as you keep track of what you're doing and the purpose of the stomp. You'll see in my videos as they progress through the levels how I incorporate some of these stomps into my routines. If you want to get an idea, by all means have a look at some of my finished choreography and you can see where the stomp comes in and how I utilize that in my advanced classes. But for the purposes of beginners, remember, make sure you test on both sides. Stomp, double stomp, and then triple stomp. 1, 2, 3. Still count, by all means still count, so you get an idea as to how the foot placement feels, how it works with the count, and even when you try to link it to different exercises, again, other videos are going to show you how choreography starts to link together. Just get used to the feel of it. You don't often get routines with lots of stomps in, so don't worry, but it's something to be aware of. Again, I refer to it as a stomp, other instructors might call it a stomp, and it's quite a straightforward exercise, but remember, it's very straight to the point. So give it a go, stomp around, that is your stomp.